Good morning and welcome to Thursday morning chair yoga. This morning's focus will be on the Hanzi Mudra, which is the gesture of the inner smile, unfolding our positive qualities. So the concentration of our classes this week has been on freedom and openness of expression, gravitating towards your own joy and your own happiness, and smiling throughout our practices today. So what I had been planning are poses that stimulate the heart chakra and poses that stimulate the sacral chakra, and lots of heart openers, poses that just make us feel gratitude and joy and happiness. Oh, join me on the chair. And of course, I've brought my coffee with me this morning because no morning is complete without beloved coffee, which brings me all kinds of joy. All right, back to business. Okay, so the Hansi Mudra, to take this mudra, you take your forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, place them against your thumb and leave your pinky out. Flip your hands over and place them on your legs. So let's talk a little bit about the Hanzi Mudra. So a reminder of what mudras are. Mudras are called seals. What are we sealing in? We're sealing in energy, pranayama and energy, so that it can stimulate specific nadis, chakras, and energy centers in the body. So we have air moving in and out of us all the time. But when we take seals, mudras, we can direct that energy, direct that air, pranayama, to the areas of the body that we want to stimulate. And so they can be quite powerful. And it isn't just on this level that we're describing that they can be helpful, but when you understand the qualities of these different mudras, it can shape your meditation. It can shape your asana practice for any given day. It can start to shape some of your conceptions. You can take these mudras to put you in the right mind space, to start to contemplate these things and dive deeper into the self. We are our greatest healers. And through the breath, through movement, through meditative practices, we can truly heal ourselves in a lot of situations from a lot of ailments. And at minimum, we can make our lives better. So one of the qualities of the Hanzi Mudra, of course, we've talked about, is that it's helpful for unfolding your positive qualities. So revealing our positive qualities. Last week, the mudra that we took focused on challenging our self-limiting thoughts and looking at situations where maybe you feel like you can't tackle something, that it's an opportunity to look at it differently, an opportunity to do it differently in a way that honors you, but moving towards the positive, moving towards optimism in that thought process. But with this, we leap right there. We leap right into the positive when we smile our way through it. So I love what this mudra helps us to embrace. And it's easier to smile than it is to frown. And even just when you take the time to smile, you start to feel stress pull away from you, melt away. It's not the magic bullet. It doesn't solve all of life's problems. But for this moment in time, we can have joy that we have this moment. We can seek our blessings in this moment. And this is a wonderful reminder of that. It also helps relieve tension from the jaw. So why is this the case with this mudra? Well, think about that. When we are under stress, we tend to tighten all of our structures. You know, bruxism, grinding the teeth at night, clenching the jaw, creating headaches, creating neck pain and tension, translating that also into shoulder pain. All of these things come from stress. And when we can release that stress, and move into a mindset of positivity, we can start to unclench all of these parts. And finally, enhancing our immunity. As we know, stress is a killer. And when we live in a constant state of stress, we are in a fight or flight pattern. We are constantly up, up, up. The adrenaline is running. And consequently, we are in like survival mode. And when we are in that mode, we really are doing damage to our immune system. And if you talk to anybody that has chronic conditions they need to manage, one of the things they'll tell you is the advice they get from their medical doctors is keep your stress levels down. So this is another wonderful mudra to help you lower your stress. And when you lower your stress, you improve your immune function. You give your body what it needs to function properly. And that's incredibly important right now. So let's start off with some meditation to begin our practice. Taking the Hansi Mudra. Sit up nice and tall in your chair. Draw your shoulders down. Lift up the heart center. Take that mudra and flip your hands upside down on your lap. As you draw your heart center up, feel the engagement of your core muscles. Feel the side waist engaging. Feel your back muscles engaging. Feel your front muscles engaging. And make sure that you're sitting up tall, stacking your shoulders over your hips, drawing that belly button into the spine and up under the ribs. In doing so, by having maximum straight, neutral, tall posture, we are ensuring that the energy can move freely through all of our chakras and energy centers, that our breath can move freely up and down, that we can fill our lungs as much as possible and bring that nourishing breath into the body to use in all the ways we need to use it or want to use it. So close your eyes and begin to breathe evenly through the nose and evenly exhale through the nose. As you breathe in and out, drawing your attention to the two main chakras that I mentioned earlier, the heart chakra, the sacral chakra. Remembering that the sacral chakra is our center of creativity and of playfulness. With the core, with the element associated with it being water, we are reminded through that chakra to be more flexible in our perceptions, in our responses to the world, learn to go with the flow. Our heart chakra, as we know, is the center of our love, of our creativity, of our connection, not creativity, but of our center of our connection. It's where our passions reside. It is what drives us to reach out towards others and invite them into us. For without the heart, we cannot have relations. Breathe in to the count of 4. And breathe out to the count of 4. Try to slow that down. Breathe in to the count of 4 a little slower. And exhale to the count of 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale again. And fully exhale. Open your eyes and release that mudra. Inhale your hands out and up. Exhale them out and down. Inhale your hands out and up, drawing them up as high as you can, lifting up the heart center, lifting up and out of the hips, maintaining that length. Draw your hands down on your exhale. Inhale out and up. And exhale out and down. Finally, let's inhale out and up again. Exhale, swan dive forward, laying your torso across your legs. Drop your hands, drop your crown. Without placing your hands on anything, let's use the muscle energy of our back to flatten out our spine. So inhale, lift up your heart, drawing your shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, drawing the shoulders back as you draw the crown of the head forward and lower down. And then lift up, float your hands back as if you are flying. Continue to draw your hands away from your ears, drawing the crown of your head forward, and just breathe with intention. Take one more inhale and exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bringing your hands all the way up. And then on your exhale, let's turn to the right. Right arm behind us, left arm in front. You can grab your chair behind you. And then you can take your left arm and place it on the outside of your right knee. Inhale, the crown of your head high up to the ceiling. And on your exhale, twist into that pose. Inhale. Exhale, twisting back. Inhale again. And exhale, returning to neutral. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hands down. Inhale your hands out and up. Exhale, hands down. And one more, inhale out and up. Exhale, turning to the left. Left hand behind you, either on the back of the chair or on your seat. Right hand on the outside of your left knee. Inhale the crown of your head up nice and tall. And exhale, twist into that pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. One more inhale. And exhale, turning back to neutral. Let's do some neck releases, knowing that this is an area that is improved by taking the Hanzi Mudra and taking the gesture of the smile. But let's encourage it along. So one thing we're going to do to stimulate the throat chakra, which governs what's happening with our neck, our jaw, our tops of our shoulders, let's take lion pose. So this made me think, I talked about this yesterday, about how one of the aspects of this mudra is taking on the heart and the excitement of a child. And so animal poses are wonderful ways to do this. So to take lion pose, first we're going to spread out our paws. These are our hands. Place them on top of our knees and make our arms straight as we draw our shoulders down. Take a nice big inhale. And then on your exhale, you're going to fully release this out forcefully, drawing your diaphragm in, opening up your mouth as wide as you can and letting your tongue fall out like a roaring lion. So inhale deeply and then exhale forcefully. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And then exhale. Sit back and smile for just a moment. So taking our right hand, push down on that imaginary marshmallow on the right side and tilt your head to the left. Don't be concerned with how far you think you're tilting. Focus on this feeling across the top of your shoulder that you're releasing tension from the top of the shoulder all up the neck towards your right ear, making as much space as you can between your right shoulder and your right ear, tilting to the left. Continue to breathe with intention. Breathe deeply and evenly in and out of the nose. Take one more inhale and exhale. Place your right hand in your lap. Return your head to neutral. Take your left hand and push it down on that imaginary marshmallow. Inhale the crown of your head tall and tilt to the right, drawing your arm down. Take a beautiful inhale and exhale, return to neutral. Inhale our hands overhead to reset. And exhale, bring them back down. Now let's do some neck rolls, really releasing this area. And of course, the key to good neck rolls is draw the shoulders down, draw the crown of the head up. Inhale. And then on your exhale, draw your chin to chest, continuing to maintain the length in your spine as you draw your shoulders down. Inhale to the right and exhale to the left. Continuing to draw the shoulders down. Continue to inhale to the right and exhale to the left at your pace. Let's do one more to the right. Exhaling to the left. And when we arrive at the bottom, let's reverse that order. Inhale to the left. And exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling to the left. Exhaling to the right. Let's do that again. Inhale to the left. And exhale to the right. Inhale, lift up our head to neutral. And assess how you feel. Feels nice to release. So let's take our hands back overhead and place them together at prayer pose at the top and start to create a crescent to the left as we move into Artichondrasana. Crescent moon or half moon pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise up. And exhale to the right. Inhale, rise up, and let's exhale to the left again. Inhale, rise up, and then exhale one last time to the right. Inhale, rise up, lower our hands down. Inhale the hands up again. Exhale, swan dive over your legs, just resting your torso on your legs. Place your right hand on your right hip, left hand on your left foot, and twist to the right. Feeling a nice stretch along the top of the iliac crest all up the back of our side waist up here, from the back of our hip, traveling up towards our ribs. Continue to draw the elbow back, draw the shoulder back as we twist to the right. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, turn towards neutral. Place your right hand on your right foot, left hand to your left hip, and twist to the left, drawing the shoulder back, drawing the elbow back, drawing the crown of your head forward, maintaining your body being folded over those legs so that you can get maximum stretch here along this area that I have spoken of. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, turn down, and inhale, reverse swan dive, bringing your hands all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart center. So let's take this opportunity to get out of the chair so that we can engage in some wonderful sun salutations. Sun salutations are a great way to open up the body and really warm up the spine. Your whole practice can be just sun salutations, but I love to start every practice with about 3 to 5 sun salutations. So I'm turning my chair so that the seat of the chair is facing me. Let's take Tadasana near the front of the chair, drawing our arm bones down, drawing the shoulders down, turning our hands forward, creating a little softness in the knees so that we can engage our thighs just above the knee, drawing the belly button in, allowing space for the tailbone to slightly tip down, and then drawing the crown of the head and the heart center up. Inhale, hands overhead, and exhale, drawing the hands down. Inhale our hands out and up. Exhale them out and down. And let's inhale our hands out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging at the hips. Place your hands on the chair and drop your forehead to the chair. Inhale into a straight spine, straightening out your arms, drawing the crown of your head forward. Exhale down and take your right foot back. We're going to stay in hare lunges today. Inhale the heart center up, drawing the shoulders back and down. And then exhale, place your hands firmly on the chair. Move your left foot back to join the right and reach your hands forward. Take a nice inhale. Fully exhale. Inhale. And exhale, bring your right foot forward towards the chair into that lunge. Inhale your heart center up, stretching out your left cell up. Exhale, left foot forward to join the right. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhaling, forehead down to the chair. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, the hands down. Inhaling them up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the chair. Drop your forehead. Inhale into that flat spine. Exhale, take your left foot back. Inhale, heart center up. Exhale, bring right foot back to join the left and reach the hands forward, keeping your hips stationary, stacked over the feet. So we're focusing on opening up the heart center by drawing our hands forward, and you can widen your collarbones. And we're focusing on stretching out the hamstrings. We are not trying to overstimulate or stretch the lower back. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, take your left foot forward and inhale. Lift up the heart center as we open up that right psoas. Exhale, take right foot forward. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale, dropping our forehead to the chair. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Inhale our hands up. And then exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the chair, drop your forehead. Inhale into a flat spine, exhaling down and taking our right foot back. Inhale our hands up if you want, or you can keep them on the chair. Exhale, circle the hands down. Take our left foot back to join the right and move into that modified downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up, and on the exhale, take your right foot forward. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, hands down. Take left foot forward to join the right. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhaling our forehead down. And then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Inhale our hands up. And then exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, dropping our forehead. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down and take our left foot back. Inhale our hands up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Take right foot back to join the left, moving into that modified downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. And inhale our hands up. Exhale, circle hands down to the chair, right foot forward. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down and reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Third time, you should be starting to feel nice and warmed up now. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale the hands down. Inhale them up, and then exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the chair, drop your forehead. Inhale into a flat spine, and exhale, take the right foot back. Rise up the hands, or just the heart center. The choice is yours. Exhale, circle the hands down. Left foot back to join the right, and move the hands forward in our modified downward dog. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take our right foot forward. And inhale, bring our hands up. Exhale, circle the hands down. Left foot to join the right. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhaling down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Inhale them up. And exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair. Drop our forehead. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down and take our left foot back. Inhale our hands up. Exhale, circle the hands down. Right foot back to join the left and go into that modified downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. And then inhale, bring our hands up. Exhale, circle the hands down. Right foot forward to join the left. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down. And then reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So I want to do a couple of nice standing poses that help open up the heart while we're here. So one of the poses that I've been introducing people to this week is balancing half moon. So Artichondrasana, which can be on two feet, such as this, or we can balance on one foot, but how it looks is a little bit different. So you have two options this morning. I'm going to show both variations. One is we can drop down to our knees, drop down to one knee, let's say, okay? So keep your right hand on the chair, keep your right knee on the floor, take your left foot out to the side, so towards the back of the mat. So the way that you're upright right now is as if we were preparing to go into gate pose. And if you want to, go ahead and take that gate pose. Boy, doesn't that feel nice all on the right side. Then take your right elbow, place it on the chair, place your left hand on your left hip, and then lift up that left leg. Feel the strength of that leg. Keep that leg strong and straight, toes pointed forward, and then take this left hip and try to stack it over the right hip by just kind of bringing your hip slightly forward. Then take your left arm up. Now, if you want to get even lower into this, just like you would in balancing half moon, where your body is more parallel to the floor, you can just kind of move your arm towards the back of the chair and stretch it out just a little bit. Feeling that openness, feeling that freedom, also feeling the strengthening of this upper leg. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, place hand on the hip, drop the foot. And then let's try that same pose, standing. So now you've got the mechanics of it down on your knee. So now let's try it standing. Place your hand on the chair. Take your left foot up into the air. Okay, stack your hips, draw your elbow back, draw your shoulder back, then lift your hand up into the sky. And if you want to be more parallel with the chair, you can just bend your right elbow to allow for that. Draw the belly button in, continue to shine the heart center. Take another inhale, and then exhale, place the hand down on the hip and rise up. You should feel like you've really worked that side. Let's do both of those poses on the other side. Down on our knees. So left knee down, right foot in front, and now take our right foot out to the side. Let's take a quick gate pose while we're there. Right hand on the right leg, left arm up alongside the ear, and then curling to the right. Feeling that delicious stretch all along our left side body. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise up. Place our hand, right hand on our right hip, elbow on the chair. And then lift up that right leg so that it's parallel with the floor. If you're not parallel, that's okay. You can even leave it down if you want to. Go to the degree that works for you, but this is the fully extended version of it. And then if you want to have your body more parallel, you can extend your elbow out towards the back of the chair and bring your right arm up. And then to stack your hips, you just need to push your hips slightly forward so that you can stack your right hip bone over your left. Feeling all those leg muscles working, feeling your side waist working, feeling that freedom of opening up the heart center. This is a happy pose. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, hand down to the hip. Drop your leg, rise up. Now let's take that same pose standing. Now, typical, in the last presentation of the pose, I had both feet pointed forward, but let's do the proper presentation of the feet. Turn our left foot so that the toes are facing the chair. Place our hand on the chair, and then take that right hip up, or rather take the leg up, and then rotate the hip so that you can open it. Feel the difference now in that pose. And then bring your hand up overhead, draw the shoulder back. And if you want to have more of a parallel presentation, all you have to do is bend your left elbow. Push your hips slightly forward to keep those hips stacked. Take a nice inhale, and then exhale, place your hand on your hip and rise up. So now we're going to do dancer pose. We're going to do tree and we're going to do dancer. So what I encourage you to do is take your chair, have the back of it facing your right side. So you're going to rotate the chair around. And to take triangle pose, you can have your hand on the chair, you can have your hands off the chair. The choice is yours as the yogi. The chair can be there as an emotional support or physical. Okay, so stack your body evenly, shoulders over the hips, moving the ears back to stack over the shoulders in a fine, strong Tadasana. Lift up and out of the hips, lifting the shoulders up or the heart up, dropping the shoulders down and lifting up the crown. Then put all of your weight on one leg, keeping all of that strength in place. Turn your left knee out and bring your foot against your right ankle. You can have your foot there. You can have it at the calf. You can have it all the way up the leg. The choice is yours. You can hang on to the chair or you can let go of the chair. Bring your left arm up, feeling yourself growing out of the ground, a nice tall tree. Tree pose is fun because it reminds us of the resilience of trees. Trees can bend and flow generally if they're healthy and if the winds aren't too nuts, but even if they're strong, Trees can bend and flow without breaking, without uprooting. So can you bend and flow without breaking and without uprooting? Can you maintain the strength of the pose? Can you have fun in the pose? Can you shine your heart in the pose? Can you wiggle your fingers? Can you make it advanced by smiling? Take another inhale. Exhale, bring hands to heart center and drop your foot down. Wiggle things out and switch sides. Taking a strong Tadasana on this side and then shifting our weight to the left. Turn our right knee out, draw our foot up against our left ankle. We can keep our foot there. We can wrap it around the calf. We can bring it up to the top of the leg. And again, don't sink into this left hip. Lift up and out so that you have your hips as even as you can. Bring up the limbs of your trees. You can bring up one or both, the limbs being your arms. See if you can create like you're holding a beach ball and bend to the left and then bend to the right. See if you can have fun with this. And this does take a lot of core strength to do this. Bring your hands out, shine your heart center, wiggle your fingers. Inhale, bring hands to heart center. And on your exhale, drop your foot, wiggle it all out. So the next we're going to do is dancer. And I'm going to have you do dancer with the chair in front of your body, back of the chair in front. Because we're going to really just focus on shining the heart forward. And if the chair is forward in front of us, then we can just focus on the joy of moving into the pose rather than balancing. I'm going to turn the chair slightly though so you can see what my body is doing in relation to the chair. You can keep yours where it's at. So stand up nice and tall, draw up the heart center, draw the shoulders down, reach back and grab your right foot. Set your strength of the pose by drawing up the heart and drawing your knees together and moving your hips slightly forward so that you are engaging your core and not losing your form and your foundation. So take a nice inhale, and then on your exhale, start to kick your foot back into your hand as you allow your heart to descend. And you can hang on to the chair and allow your heart to descend even below the level of the top of the chair, just kicking that foot back as high as you want. Just enjoying this pose, enjoying the freedom of the opening of the heart, of the stretching out of the shoulder, little arch in the back. Take a nice inhale, and then exhale, rise up, and release that foot with control. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to leave my chair right where it is so that you can see the opening on the left side. Reach back, establish your foundation first, placing your hand on the chair, reach back and grab your left foot. It's better to grab it from the inside. And then to set your foundation, draw the belly button in, tilt the hips slightly down, and draw your knees together. That way you have a nice foundation from which to begin your dancer pose. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, start to kick that left foot back as you allow your heart center to descend. And what's nice about this, you can really focus on extension without worrying about balance. Take a nice inhale, and then exhale, rise up. Drop your foot. I hope you feel nice and open and confident in those two poses. Now we're going to return back to the chair. Do a little bit of hip opening before we wrap up our class this morning. So placing our yoga blocks under our feet if we're in too tall of a chair. And that's why I have yoga blocks under my feet. So you are invited to witness my Frankenstein feet every Thursday morning because I choose to do my class using this pretty heavy and tall dining room chair because I'm confident that it won't move and that it will well support my body. You're invited to use any chair that you want as long as the chair doesn't move and as long as you feel well supported in the chair. Let's inhale our hands up, reset, and then exhale. Swan dive over the legs, drop the hands, drop the palm. Inhale into a soft spine, exhaling down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's cross our right ankle over our left knee. And initially, what I want for you is to just sit nice and tall, allowing space now for that ankle, for that hip, to open up. You can support your ankle and support your knee with your hands if you choose. Flex your foot and draw your toes backwards. So this may be how you want to be in this pose, which is entirely acceptable. Or if you want, you can join me in folding forward. So take a nice inhale and draw the crown of the head up. And on your exhale, draw your heart center forward as you draw your shoulders back and down. Focus on keeping your back as strong and long, straight and long as you can. I didn't mean to say strong, but which will concentrate the stretch along the outside of this right hip. Don't focus on drawing the heart center down to the leg because you might curl your back. What I want is for your back to be nice and straight as you draw your heart center forward. The more you draw your heart forward and draw your shoulders back, the more you concentrate the stretch on the outside of your right leg. And just enjoy the beauty of that, the openness of that. And just allow gravity to work with you. Your body will descend down towards your legs as the hip opens up more and more. Continue to focus on the principle, though, of drawing the crown forward, of drawing the shoulders back, and of keeping your spine as straight as you can. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, put your right foot down. And let's cross our left ankle over our right knee. Same thing on the other side, but advanced because you'll smile. Draw the shoulders down as you draw the crown of your head up. Just initially feeling the opening of this hip because you've created space. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, draw the heart center forward as you draw your shoulders back. Inhale, rise up. Release your left foot. And let's move back into the back of our chairs, allowing the back to fully support us as we move into our final meditation of the morning. So if you want to, you can take the Hanzi Mudra again, placing your hands on top of your legs. Draw your shoulders back and down as you rest against the chair, allowing your neck to be soft and lengthened at the same time. As you inhale and exhale out of your nose, start to drop your consciousness, start to fall into a deeper state of relaxation, turning your attention inward, Gently close your eyes and start to feel any type of tension or energy you might be holding. Feel it drain downward. As you breathe in and out, beginning to slow down the heart rate, slow down the respiration. Scan the body for any places where you hold tension and release. Moving into a place of complete stillness. And while you're here, it may help to visualize things that bring joy. Spring is around the corner with its freshness and its brightness. It seems the colors in spring are always brighter than the rest of the year. Focus on being outside on a beautiful grassy field, gently rolling hills. The grass is well kept, beautiful, deep green, almost like a carpet of velvet. Look up at the sky and take in its brilliant blue. So crystal clear, punctuated by wispy little white, bright white clouds that look like cotton. And offset by more green in the trees, with new leaves, new growth. Feel a gentle breeze caressing your cheek, caressing your skin. Gently moving in and out of the trees, causing the leaves to dance just a little bit. The gentle hills of the grass invite you to roll down them. And being that you're taking on the excitement in the heart of a child, you answer that invitation and you roll down. You arrive at the bottom, giddy, giggling, feeling light and weightless. Stay right where you're at. Relax on the grass. Lay down. Listen to the sounds around you. Feel the warmth of the sun on your body. You are invited to stay in this position of stillness for as long as you need. I recommend at least 5 minutes every day. Thank you for joining me this morning on Kathleen Coombs Yoga. You can visit my YouTube channel and sign up for it so that you can be notified whenever there's a new video. And you can visit my website for a monthly membership of my classes. You can catch me on Instagram, Yoga Mountain Gal, and on Facebook, Kathleen Coombs Yoga. The light in me sees the light in you. The yogi in me honors the yogi in you. Namaste.